Everybody, it is Stefan Gunning, and we are going to have our very first video on the Motivational Network today, and we're going to dive straight into the deep end and look at the big question. What exactly is motivation? And then later on, I'm going to have a look at goal setting. Yes, we all heard about goal setting. We are going to have a deeper look at goal setting and how you should go about it. Now, first of all, motivation is a very, very large aspect, and there is such a large amount of things that can motivate us. It can be internally and it can be externally, and both of those have different elements inside of them. Internally, you can have how you perceive yourself. Externally can be promotions or how other people will perceive you. So we're not going to have a look at all of these different elements that goes into internal or into external motivation, but we are going to save that for a later video. But in this one, I want to have a very, very simplistic approach to what motivation is and how you can go about it. And that approach is the pain versus the pleasure approach. Basically saying that if the pleasure outweighs the pain, then we will achieve this goal. So let's have a look at, you said that you wanted to read a book and you do not like reading in this instance. On this example, then the pleasure that you might get out of it might not be that much, but the pain that you get out of it is minimal. Okay, it's just sitting there reading whether you like it or not. So when you're done, you're going to have a sense of accomplishment in you have achieved that goal, and that is going to outweigh the minimum amount of, let's say, 10 minutes or 30 minutes a day that you set aside to achieve that goal. Obviously, if you're looking at a larger picture, let's say fitness, you want to get a six-pack, often you go to the gym and it's weeks goes by, months goes by, and later the pain of achieving this six-pack and the hours you put in the gym is just not going to be enough for the pleasure, and often we give up. But that is what the Motivational Network is here for, so that we continuously press on that motivation and continuously build on it so that we can achieve our goals. Okay, so let's then dive into these goals. What are they and how should you set them? Now, often, and I see this very often, people set, let's say, weekly or daily goals. Okay, and that is, okay, this week I want to go to the gym, let's say 3 times, and then they check it off. Tick, tick, tick. I did go to the gym 3 times. And then they get a temporarily set sense of accomplishment, and thus you boost your ego in a very short period of time, but you feel good about yourself. And this is not how we want to go about setting goals. We don't just want to set goals so that we can feel good about ourselves after achieving them. Okay, so first of all, and I'll have a little link maybe so that you can have a look at how you should go about it. But basically it is, first we have a look at the mission statement. So you are going to set yourself deep and fundamental missions that you want to achieve in life. And this can be in various aspects of life. Let's say it is in a professional level. Okay, if you want to start your own business, what goals you need to achieve. If you want to go up in the ranks of your current business that you work in, how do you go about achieving this? Okay, what is your mission rather that you want in the end of your career? Where do you want it to be? And then you'll have a look at your long-term goals. Let's take for an example of, let's say you want to get fit. Then the mission statement will be you want to be continuously fit to have the body of, let's say, a person on a magazine cover. Okay, that is a large mission, but we need to have ambitious missions. And the long-term goal would be to first lose a certain amount of body fat. This will be a large amount of body fat, and then to physically start seeing the results. Okay, and then obtaining these or maintaining these results would then aid in the mission. Then you would go and have a deeper look and say your medium-term goals. Okay, to achieve a six-pack, what am I going to need to do on a weekly and a monthly basis? Is it going to be enough if I eat fast food every single week? Is it going to be enough if I eat a lot of sugar? And the answer is no. So you're going to have a look at that. and say, I need to go to the gym, let's say 5 times to achieve this goal. I am going to need to start excluding sugar in my morning coffees. I'm going to have take a look at my calories, so I take in less calories. And then you're going to have, after this, have a look at your weekly and daily goals. If we go back, is where most of the people started. Most people start with this weekly or daily goals to get that sense of accomplishment, but these daily and weekly goals should build upon your medium-term goals. And these medium-term goals should build upon your long-term goals, and these long-term goals should of course build upon your mission. You should not just write out a daily task or daily goals to make yourself feel like you achieved something and thus temporarily feel great. These daily and weekly tasks and goals should take a look at the larger picture at achieving your mission statement. My current mission statement, if I might share it with you, is to learn French. Now, my long-term goals would then obviously be to be able to keep a basic conversation with people. And my medium-term goals would be to actually go to France and start studying the language in more depth. And then my short-term goals is to every single day to practice French for an hour, so I can physically tick this off. I did this for an hour, or I did not. Okay. And then of course it goes without saying that you should maintain this week by week. Set yourself these tiny goals to achieve your mission in life. Okay, then I want to leave you with the final thought that always motivates me, and that is in a sense of fitness. If you're watching this video for a sense of you want to achieve a certain body type. Now, going to a gym or eating healthier doesn't matter what your income really is. If you don't have the money to go to the gym, then you can just have a look at your diet. Now, these elements, your diet and going to the gym or practicing or jogging, is one of the few things in life that we have control over. Okay, that is true. There's so many things in your job, in your family life, that you just simply do not have control over. But if you decide that you are going to jog every day, if you decide that you are going to go to the gym every day, or you're going to start eating less and eating healthier, that is something that you have direct control over in this chaotic world. So that is something to keep in mind, which always gives me a little push. If I'm going to put the work in, you're going to see the results. Okay, that is it. This video got a little long. I hope you found it helpful. As always, just leave a comment, tell me what you think, or post on the community page any thoughts that you might have, or any updates on your life if you start seeing improvements. Okay, thank you and take care.